Peace and blessings, friends and family. Peace and blessings. King Lever here on that check-in. Just finished eating breakfast the day after the Super Bowl. Right now, I'm about to go upstairs and, start working on some taxes. I have work to do. So I will be working from now till about probably 9 o'clock at night, probably 10. I'm on vacation this week also. So, when I'm on vacation, when it comes tax time, I'm off. I always take 2 weeks off, to work, for my clients. That's what I do every year. I've been doing it for the last 5 years. And it's funny because one of my coworkers, probably like last month, he was like, when is the next vacation? And I told him in February, I'll take 2 weeks off in February. And he was like, oh, that's good, man. Where you going? Because you always going somewhere. And I was like, nah, I do taxes. I have my own small business. And he was like, damn, but you take 2 weeks off just to do taxes? I was like, of course, why not? I have 5 weeks of vacation, right? I have 5 weeks of vacation, and I take 2 weeks off just for my clients. I cannot work at FedEx and do taxes at the same time. It's not going to work. So I made this commitment to myself when I first started this business, because when I first started the business, before I even started the business, I already had to have a plan in place, because I was like, okay, if I'm doing taxes, how is that going to work with FedEx? So I was like, you know what? I'm about to have 5 weeks, At that time, I only had 4 weeks of vacation. Once I made my 20 years at FedEx, I got that extra week, which made it 5 weeks. So I made that decision that since I got 5 weeks, I'll take two. I should take three, but I'll take two now, and then let's see, as the business grow, then I'll take three. So I'll take 2 weeks just for my clients, for my tax clients, and then the other 3 weeks I'll go away. Me and my wife could go somewhere, and enjoy and travel the world, because that's what we want to do. We want to travel the world, and that's what we've been doing. Especially with the cruises. I love the cruise, so I think this year we're gonna go on a cruise. I think May or something like that. She already brought it up, so we're gonna do that. But yes, I take 2 weeks, just for my clients, because, and then I'm getting paid. I'm on vacation now, and I'm still getting paid from FedEx, and I'm getting paid, doing taxes. So, like for me, I'm not gonna quit my day job. What I'm doing is preparing myself so when I retire, I have another stream of income. See, that's the thing. I would love to, I am going to retire. I have a set date of when I'm going to retire. I'm going to retire at the age of 62. I will be turning 50. I will be 50 in July. So I have another 12 years. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to build my small business. I'm going to build my small business, my King Lever Tax Services, so that way when I retire, I will have another job, which is this, And then I know a lot of people always saying that, why don't you build a business or build a system where you could get paid with not you even working? I love to work. That's just in me. I have a work ethic. I love to work. I like to get out there. I come from my mother, she's retired, but she's always doing something. And I see myself like my mother, she's always running around doing something, well, she's in Honduras now. She's retired, but she's always doing something. And that's just the way, I know when I retire, I will be doing something too, and this is the something that I will be doing is taxes, right? And I also have the King Lever Botana oil, which is what I will be going to Honduras next month. I'm going there for a weekend because I got to go take care of some business over there. So I'm going to be bringing back some Botana, and I will be bringing back some cassava, so that's another thing. That's a side hustle. This is a side business. The tax is a side business. The Botana is a side hustle. And then I have the King Lever Coquitos, which is what I do during the holidays of Christmas, Thanksgiving to Christmas. That's another revenue stream, and then it's just keeping myself busy. I just put systems in place. I have my regular job, and then everything else is, so I live off my regular job. My regular job, FedEx, what FedEx pays me is what pays my bills. It pays my bills, and I save money. And then my side hustle is just money that I just save, just continue to save and invest. King Labor Tax Services, save and invest. King Labor Botana, save and invest. And King Labor Coquito, save and invest. So I just like to reinvest my money, just like to see my money grow. I just like to see my money grow and compound, right? So that's what I do. I don't just make money and spend money. No, I make money and I manage my money correctly. Okay, I save money and I manage my money correctly. That's what I do. That's why I started doing this challenge. I ran into this challenge, I think 2019, and I'm still doing it. I first started with the $1.52 week challenge, in which that year I saved 1,378, and I always give my son $1,000 out of that. Every year for Christmas I give him $1,000. That's a promise that I always made, to him. And that's something personal that I just want to. I just put it out there, but every year before the challenge, I always say that $1,000 goes to him, and then I keep the rest. The following year, I did the $5 challenge. And I think that challenge, I was able to save, I think, like $1,800. And the reason why I did that, the $5 challenge, and it's usually more, I think it's like $4,000. But the reason why I did that, I did it where every week you save $5, right? I think week 1 you save 5, week 2 you save 10, week 3. So it goes what the week is. So it's week 3. 3 times 5 is 15. We say 15. Week 4, 4 times 5, until we get to week 20. Once I got to week 20, then we start back again to week 1. But that challenge usually goes all the way up to week 52. But I know that challenge, I would have been able to complete it. But there's people that's following me that's doing it too. So I wanted to make it easy for them. So I did the $5 challenge the second year. And then the third year, I think I did the $5 challenge again. And then the fourth year, I did the $1 challenge with the coins, and so on and so forth. You can watch my videos. I have all my videos on YouTube, on this channel. So you'll be able to see, what my challenges is about. But my challenge, the reason why I decided to do the challenge is because I want to help people save money. I want to help people, invest money. I want to help people, to have money, to have money in the future. Because if you save now, you're saving for yourself for the future, and that's what I'm doing. And another reason why is because I was in a bad financial situation, and it wasn't because of FedEx, it's because of decisions that I made. So decisions that I made, to try to make more money, right? I invested in a nightclub, and that was a failure. So I ended up losing money there. And then I was doing some other things that I lost money back in 2009, I think 2010, where I lost money. So when that dark period, when I lost a lot of money, I had to sit down and rethink and, what am I going to do to get myself out of this hole? And when I get out of this hole, I don't want to go back to that hole and just continue, to save. So once I seen that I got out of that hole, that's when I was like, you know what? I know a lot of people that are struggling with money, so if I could use my platform, to help them get out of that, help them save money, I did my job. So I know a lot of people that always tell me, damn, Mike, if it wasn't for you, oh, thank you. I've been following you. I've been doing it. I'm saving. I have money now. I know how to save money. You make it easy. It's just me trying to make it easy for people, to save money and to invest, because and they say you can't save money to be what you can't save your way to wealth. There's a saying. That is true, but you gotta have money. You gotta save money. Saving money is very, very important. Saving money is the root of building wealth. All right. Once you learn how to save money, and then you start investing money, investing in what? You could invest in a business. Start your own business, right? You could invest in real estate, right? And that's another thing. When it comes to investing is a long game. Investing is it's long term. All right. So if you want to invest money and you want to see your money grow, it's a process. It's long term. It's not a short term thing, right? Short term is a sinking fund. Like, I'm saving money for this vacation. That's short term. If you want to investment is a long term. It's long term. All right. So I just wanted to put that out there. Okay. So let me get back to work. I just wanted to share something. I was just eating breakfast and watching a video, and I was like, you know what? Let me put this out, on YouTube, and hopefully I could, and for you, so that way you could understand where I'm coming from, right? I want you to understand where I'm coming from, why I did it, and why I continue to do it, why I continue to do what I do, But the key is to manage your money. That's all it is. You just got to manage your money correctly. That's it. Okay, friends and family, thank you for watching, me rant. But I just want to help people. I just want to help. All right. Have a blessed day, and God willing, I come back with week 7 of the $1 saving, the 100 envelope savings challenge. All right. Peace.